It's funny when you mentioned the campfire vibes because especially for Chris Wood, when I first started seeing him and he was so associated with the downtown New York vibe. The last thing you probably would ever say was campfire, but that's exactly what I feel too.
It is time.
Right. So the Wood Brothers. Mike, tell me about the Wood Brothers.
Yeah. How did you first hear about the Wood Brothers?
Well, the Wood brothers is originally were Oliver and Chris Wood, who actually are brothers. I first heard about them because Chris Wood is the bassist in Whiskey Martin and Wood, a band we cover a ton at Relics, who I've been seeing for years and love, and they're more of like a downtown New York acid jazz mixed with groove and experimental music band. However, the Wood Brothers, at least at the beginning, were more of an Americana roots group. And when I first heard about them, at that point, Chris and Oliver had just started playing music again together. Later in life, Oliver also had a career as a guitarist in the roots scene down in Atlanta and around the Southeast. And when they first started playing together, they would do some shows opening for MMW festivals that MMW were playing. So that's probably the first time I heard and saw them. And I think especially in more recent years, they've done a great job of kind of combining the experimental textures of MMW with the amazing songwriting and roots vibes that Oliver in particular was known for before the Wood Brothers formed, and the Wood Brothers were known for in their early days. And yeah, we were psyched to be able to record some of their music.
That's
So I
awesome.
noticed that they're not playing in the same studio. This was from about 5 years ago. So what made you guys decide to build a whole studio setup for you to showcase these bands? And do you remember the first band that played in that new setup?
Well, the I guess the short answer is the pandemic. When we've been doing sessions at Relics in our office for years, for almost 20 years. And we've done different spaces in our office. Some are actually in people's offices. Then we had a little bit of a video studio for a while. We did it in this boiler room that was located in the roof of our building. And during the pandemic, we were looking for alternative spaces to film stuff in a safe environment. This was really early on in the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
late 2020, early 2021. And we found a space that was a venue that had shuttered during the pandemic, and we got in there and started doing sessions for Twitch. We had a channel which we still do some stuff with, as well as fans.com, fans.live, which is Peach Appear, our publishers streaming service, and we've done all sorts of great stuff there. So that was kind of I guess, the original reason why we moved things out of our office. And even though we are back in the office, it's nice to be able to kind of have a proper studio where we do have bands come through town.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely agree with that. So we're going to be listening to the Wood Brothers. So this is this is a song that came out from their album The Muse in 2013, but we're hearing a rendition live at the Relic Studios in 2018. This is Keep Me Around right here on Galaxy Jams Reacts. That guitar looks so cool. Oh, he has a whole percussion setup on his guitar.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Look how gorgeous that thing is.
Although I'm lonely, I sweep up the place. I go in early and I come home late. And one thing I never forget is a face. And you keep me around. You keep me around. Although I'm sad, I'm not getting away. You sit and you wonder how long I'm gonna stay. But I'll show you the rainbow in all shades of gray. And you keep me around. I bring you down. You keep me around.
I feel like I'm standing around a campfire right now.
Yeah.
I'll go out and see. And I might be blind, but I'm the one's gonna keep towing the line. And you land on your feet almost every time. And you keep me around.
Nice, nice.
You keep me around. Yeah. You keep me around. Yeah, you keep me around.
The coordination it must take to do those two things at once. That's crazy.
He's not even thinking about it. He's just hearing it and it's popping out.
Sad and lonely, you go and come. You think you don't need 'em, but you gotta have some. Try asking the dark where the light comes from. Hello, I'm fate, and I might be blind, but I'm the one's gonna keep towing the
Really
line.
good use of dynamics.
Almost every time. Oh yeah. And you keep me around. Won't let you down. Keep me around. You keep me around. You keep me around.
I love that. You know, when he took that pause and I was like hanging on to like every single word that he was doing, you know, and it's just literally three guys like standing around a microphone and I was totally entrapped the whole time. What do you think, Kai?
Yeah, it was really, really good. I mean, again, the coordination between using the top end on the harmonica and then also holding the bass line down in an upright, that alone blows me away. But I really do like their dead space that they use, just like you were saying, that part where they leave you hanging. And it, not only did they come back in strong, they came back in on like a bridge part, and you could hear the guy kind of like hoop at doing that. But I thought it was really good. How about you, Lucy? What'd you think?
Yeah, man. I mean, this is definitely the key to my heart. I love grassroots. Like, again, the musicianship is just like flawless. And like you said, Mike, it's just, you can tell it's just coming from somewhere deep within. This is something that's so natural to them. Like they probably came out of the womb, like just being musicians, you know?
Yeah. And I think that being in a band with your family members is cheating.
Totally is. No, it's so good. It's so catchy too. Like this song in particular, I think it's cool that they managed to find that balance of like it's a little almost like commercial in that sense. Like you could play this on the radio and I think people would be like jamming to it, but it's just so raw at the same time.
Yeah, Mike, what do you think, or do you hear any influences in this, or what does it make you think about?
You know, it's funny when you mention the campfire vibes, because especially for Chris Wood, you know, when I first started seeing him, and he was so associated with the downtown New York vibe. You know, the last thing you probably would ever say was campfire, but that's exactly what I feel too. It feels very much like passing around the song, and everyone can kind of sing along to it. Yet there's so much layered music within there that it's not just like simplistic three people playing acoustic instruments, even if that's technically what they are doing.
Yeah, and his voice, it reminds me of Billy Strings, because I remember I saw Billy Strings before I heard Billy Strings. And when Billy Strings started singing, I was like, this doesn't sound like what this person would sound like. And I feel the same way about him too. I don't really listen to the Wood Brothers ever, so I didn't know what to expect when he started singing. And it's great, you know, I like it when people defy expectations and things like that, you know. Ford's No there in the chat says that it's so nice, and the singer has a whole Dwayne Allman thing going on. It's definitely probably a good indicator of what's influencing him to do this. And Rachel CR 1989 in the chat says this is a nice song to go on a journey with. I mean, this is a good, like, you know,
Road trip
you're
song.
exactly like I'm driving
Yeah.
in the car. I have 4.5 hours to go until my destination. I'm literally just driving through trees. And this is like the perfect thing to throw on to zone out for 2.5 minutes while I'm driving, right? Zoning out while driving. It's great. Let's get back into it.
Well, you keep me around. Keep me around.
And even though it's stripped down, I can hear like a whole band doing this.
Keep me
Yeah.
around. Keep me around.
It's like not even a simple bass line. It's actually a really involved one, and the harmonica. It's crazy. Nice.
Love it.
Are you sitting over there, Mike? It's about to pan over you. Nice. That's cool, man. You know, I like that. I like that intimate. There's a radio station near here that does that they have touring acts come in and just play like right in their conference room. And I think that's something special, especially when it's bands that they're usually in front of big crowds and things like that. You know, it's putting them in places like that is so much fun.
Yeah, definitely.
So rare that you get to do that anymore, too.
Hi, this is Mike with Galaxy Jams Reacts. We hope that you enjoyed that React video. Be sure to check out the links below of when we're going to be live streaming our next show and also how to watch full episodes. Please hit that subscribe button. Every single one helps.